Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we are back at it. This time around, we are playing the Forza Horizon 4 demo. If you guys don't know, that is out right now, so you too can play that. Now, we have just finished kind of the little intro where they, I guess, go through a few of the different aspects of the game, mainly the weather and climate changes that we're going to be seeing, but we are here at the character selection, which I'm going to assume is pretty much the beginning of the game. So we're going to go ahead and select ourselves this gentleman right here on them skinny jeans and Converse tip, which is, you know, not necessarily a bad thing. Now, right here, I'm assuming that we are going to be selecting a vehicle. Now, in the last demo, Forza Horizon 3, you guys will know that we did get the option of choosing between 3 different vehicles. Now, I'm assuming I should probably be watching these cinematics here, but to be honest, that's never really been my style, especially with Forza. There's not really much of a story. They may change that here in Horizon 4. Now, right off of the bat, we are going to check out our selections. Now, we have the Ford Focus RS, the Audi TTS Coupe, and the Dodge Charger RT. A little bit of classic muscle. Now, I have to say, in real life, if I were to choose the Dodge Charger, a little bit too old school for me. The TTS scares me a little bit with that German engineering, you know, with the repairs and stuff. In real life, I have to say that Ford Focus RS would 100% be my choice. So in this video game, there is going to be no change there. Now, as you can see, very awesome graphics here, giving a nice little cinematic of the car after you purchase it. Now, for those of you guys who know, this channel was pretty much built off of Forza Horizon videos. Started out with Horizon 2 videos. Believe it or not, recording those videos on the Xbox 360, so we have been playing Forza Horizon specifically for quite some time now. I did have the original Forza Motorsport 2, 3 I believe. 2 was the first one that I had, so I'm very familiar with this franchise. And to be 100% honest, man, I really do owe quite a bit to these video games because, you know, let's be honest, this channel probably would not be here if it wasn't for this specific franchise of games. Now, right out of the gate, I'm noticing some very cool things, but one thing that I do want to change here is our drive settings. Now, with that, I want to jump into the difficulty, and you guys know me. We're just going to make a few changes here. ABS we're going to put on, steering's going to be normal, traction control off, stability off, and shifting, we are going to have manual without clutch here. Driving line, I like to run with a full driving line, especially with newer games like this one, until I get used to it. Now, damage and tread wear, cosmetic, and rewind on for the time being, like I say, until I get used to playing this game a little bit more. Now that we got that all out of the way, it looks like they're going to take us to a race here, and we can kind of go over a couple of things that I like so far about this game. Now, one of the major differences that I'm noticing just from playing this game for the 5 minutes, doing that little intro, which I did not record because I wasn't really sure what to expect there. One thing that I'm noticing is there are a lot of physics changes. Now, I always said that the Horizon series of games have always been more arcadey, and the motorsport games have been more so realistic, simulator, if you will. Now, one thing I'm noticing with this game right out of the gate is there is not a whole lot of forgiveness as far as driving these vehicles. Now, I had the option to drive what I believe was a McLaren, a couple of other vehicles, and now this Ford Focus. And I'm going to say right now, Forza Horizon 3 is most certainly more of an arcade than Forza Horizon 4, guaranteed, just from playing it for the first 5 minutes. This is by all means more of a simulator than any other Horizon game that I have played. Now, with that said, we are getting quite a few different upgrades. Obviously, the 4K, don't believe it was an option for Horizon 3, so you're going to be noticing a lot better graphics. Now, I haven't had a look at the full car list, but I'm going to assume that it's pretty much the same cars that we have seen through Motorsport 7 as well as Forza Horizon 3. Now we are getting some really, really good maps here, as well as the weather. Now just from driving, oh, I should probably shift here. My mistake, I've got the volume down so I can't really hear the car when it's redlining. Now the weather, just from the first 5 minutes of gameplay, I have been noticing some very serious changes just in the dynamic of the way that the weather is. Now obviously you guys know Forza Motorsport 6 was the first one to implement the really, really detailed rain falling. Now obviously they have transferred a lot of those driving just characteristics as well as graphics over into this game, and I am noticing 100% that this is tenfold much more improved over the Horizon 3 edition. Now the more and more I played Horizon 3, the more cartoony it really got to me, and just from the details on, like, let's say that brick wall right there, this game is very much more like a Call of Duty style of graphics where everything's very detailed. I mean, these kind of things don't have to be this detailed. The houses do not have to be this detailed. In most situations, you're going to be driving too fast to even look at these buildings, but nonetheless, you know, obviously there are improvements. Now, one thing that you may notice is that we are driving on the left-hand side of the road, so we are still in English or British, I guess, terms. Always with those perpetual dying controller batteries. Gotta love those. But, I mean, you know, being a Canadian, a lot of people coming from the States gonna be playing this game. You know, you are on the left-hand side of the road still, which not necessarily a bad thing. You do get used to it, I'm not gonna lie. So we are coming up in what looks to be another race in our Ford Focus RS. Looks like quite a few good looking competition cars right now. The Audi, I do see what looks to be an Opel, I think, another Ford. But I mean, just the way that this game, you know, anytime a Forza game comes out, I'm just super excited to play it. I usually take the day off of work when it does come out. This year will be no exception. October 10th, I have put in that pre-order. I mean, Motorsport, I don't really like as much as Horizon, and you know, it's evident just from the videos uploaded on the channel in the past that the only videos that my subscribers, you guys, really tend to watch are the Horizon videos for whatever reason. I guess it's, like I say, this channel was really built on playing Forza Horizon and doing these builds, and I mean, there were a couple of channels that were doing builds, but I feel like with your guys' input and just the constant requests that you guys give me every single upload, I feel like, you know, we're kind of a community, and you know, I feel like with the suggestions of you guys, I can make your specific builds a reality in this game, and you can't really do that with let's say Grand Theft Auto, or even would have been the new Need for Speed that came out. Especially in that game, grinding and making money was extremely difficult. So, you know, the premises of these builds is just to buy whatever car that you guys request, build it however it's supposed to be built, and let's say a YouTube video, or if I kind of want to put my own little touch on it. And, you know, in order to do that, you need to grind and you need to have money. So Forza has always been a good platform for me because, like I say, I usually take a day off of work. When the game first comes out, you know, I'm able to make a ton of money and just do a whole bunch of builds pretty much until the next Forza comes out, which is, at this point, once every year a new Forza game comes out. But as far as this one goes, I think we have a serious hit on our hands. Now, you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like I say, if you haven't downloaded the demo, definitely do so. I know when these new Xbox games come out, very expensive, man, especially for, you know, you young guys out there. But I'm going to tell you right now, get on the demo. You have more than enough to tell you whether you do like this game or not, whether it's worth the money. And in my opinion, this is 100% worth the money. Just all the stuff that I'm seeing so far, and I haven't even, you know, I'm just doing the demo. We've done 2 races, haven't got into any of the modifications. just get out there, play the demo. And with that being said, let me know October 10th. We're going to say in a couple days after, I'm going to start uploading requests. So let me know what cars you guys want to see on Forza Horizon 4. With that being said, I'm your boy Denali. I'm going to let these guys do the little talking thing here. And as always, we're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.